We have spoken about glucose, how it rises, falls, and shape your metabolism. But here is a deeper truth. Glucose is not the villain. Because behind every spike, crash, or fatigue, there is something more fundamentally happening inside you. It's called inflammation, the invisible fire. Dramatic, right? It's the fire that decides whether your food becomes energy or exhaustion, focus or fog. So today, let's go beyond sugar. Let's talk about science, not inflammation. How it shapes everything from your hormones to your mood. Welcome to Levels in Check. This is Ray, and if glucose is the currency of your energy, inflammation is the tax system. A little bit keeps the running, too much starts burning everything down. We often think inflammation means swelling, pain, and invisible illness. But metabolically, inflammation is silent. It doesn't hurt, it drains. So, in this episode, let's talk about what inflammation actually is, what causes it in daily life, and how to cool it naturally, rhythmically, and permanently. Inflammation isn't bad, it's how your body heals. If you cut your finger, the immune cells rush in, clean up damage, and repair tissue. That's acute inflammation. Short, helpful, healing. The problem starts when the same system stays switched on quietly for months and years. That's chronic inflammation. It's subtle, invisible, and it makes your cell tired. And when your cell gets tired, they stop responding to insulin properly. That's when glucose starts rising. So, yes, sugar spikes show up on the surface. But the deeper imbalance is inflammatory. How inflammation affects glucose. Think of your cell like a door. Insulin is the key that opens them so glucose can enter. So when the inflammation builds up, those locks get rusted. The keys still fit, but it doesn't turn as smoothly. That is insulin resistance. Not because you ate sugar today, but because your cells have been under quite stress for a long time. That's why even people who eat clean sometimes struggle with energy, mood, and stubborn glucose levels because inflammation blurs the signal. Now, what's the source of modern inflammation? You don't need to have diseases to be inflamed. Here is where it often starts in daily life. Poor sleep. Just one night of 5 hours sleep increases inflammation and rises your glucose levels the next day. Chronic stress. Cortisol, a stress hormone, tells your liver to release glucose just in case. If that happens daily, inflammation rises like a background noise. Ultra processed food. Seed oil, refined carbs, packet snacks, all causes stress that irritates your cell, your lifestyle. Muscle that doesn't move becomes glucose deaf. They stop clearing sugar, adding to the inflammation, pollution, and toxins. India's air quality and pesticides loads quietly, increases baseline inflammation, especially in urban area. You don't need lab tests to notice inflammation. You feel it. Constant fatigue, brain fog, joint stiffness, puffy face or eyes, sugar cravings despite eating, unexplainable weight gain, low mood or irritability. Your body is trying to tell you something is off. I am not recovering. How to cool the fire? The anti inflammatory rhythm. The antidote isn't fancy supplements, it's rhythm. Because your body has a built in way to heal if you give it right conditions. Here is what really works. Food. Prioritize whole, minimal processed food. Eat colors, green, turmeric, ginger, garlic, berries, amla, leafy sabjis. Add healthy fats, ghee, coconut, olive oil. Focus on omega 3s, flax seeds, walnuts, fish, even omega 3 supplements. Recovery. Sleep before midnight. That's when inflammation cools. Short nap between 20 to 30 minutes during stressful week help calms your mind. Movement. Walk daily after meals. It reduces inflammation. Resistance training improves immune regulation and insulin sensitivity. Sunlight, vitamin D, and natural light lowers inflammation. Calm practices, deep breathing, meditation, prayer all reduces CRP. Hydration. Chronic hydration increases inflammation by thickening blood plasma. Water is an underrated medicine. The connection between inflammation, mood, and metabolism. This part often surprises people. Inflammation isn't just physical, it can alter your neurotransmitters. Low mood, anxiety, mental fatigue often have inflammatory roots. When inflammation goes down, people don't just feel fitter, they feel calmer. So, emotional health is metabolic health. That's why body and mind have to heal together. Inflammation isn't your enemy, it's the body's language of imbalance. It tells you when you have overworked, overrested, or disconnected from the rhythm. So, the next time you see glucose spike, don't just ask, what did I eat? Ask, what am I inflamed by? It could be stress, sleep debt, emotions, or silence. Because healing isn't about food, it's about flow. So here is the takeaway. Sugar is not the problem. Disconnection is. Inflammation rises when the body stops feeling safe, and rhythm is how you remind it that it is safe. Eat simple, move gently, sleep deeply, and let your body cool the fire. One calm day at a time. I am Ray, and this is Levels in Check. Until next time, stay aware, stay peaceful, and keep your levels in check.